Welcome back to another in-depth review here on Global Wheel Hub. Today we're taking a close look at one of the most iconic affordable cruiser motorcycles in the market, the 2026 Bajaj Avenger Macron 220A. What makes it stand out, what it offers in terms of design, performance, comfort and value, and why it continues to appeal to riders seeking classic cruiser vibes without breaking the bank. Let's get right into it. When it comes to overall design and styling, the 2026 Bajaj Avenger Macron 220 stays true to its cruiser heritage with a long, lower-slung stance, stretched wheelbase, wide handlebars and teardrop-shaped fuel tank, all the classic elements you'd expect from a cruiser. This bike blends traditional looks with subtle modern updates like refreshed graphics, LED daytime running lights flanking a halogen headlamp, on many markets, and a prominent windshield on the cruise variant that gives it highway-ready presence. This gives you that relaxed, laid-back look that cruiser riders love. Under the bodywork sits a 220A Macron cc, singly-cylinder, oil-cooled, twin-sparked SOI engine mated to a smooth 5-speed gearbox, good for around 19 Macron PS of power at about 8,500 Macron RPM and 17.5 Macron Nm of torque at 7,000 Macron RPM. That setup is tuned more for relaxed cruising than outright speed, delivering a smooth, linear throttle response, decent mid-range punch and around 40 Macron km per litre in real-world riding, making it efficient for both city and highway rides. The riding ergonomics are one of the Avenger's strongest suites. From a low seat height, around 737 Macron, and forward set foot pegs to those wide, swept-back handlebars, the bike immediately puts you in a comfortable upright posture that's less tiring on long rides. Whether you're cruising highway stretches on weekends or navigating urban traffic, it's designed to be forgiving on your back and wrists. For comfort, Bajaj hasn't skimped. A wide, well-cushioned seat feels plush over long distances, and on the cruise variant especially, the backrest adds a great deal of support for pillion riders. Suspension components: a standard telescopic forks up front and twin rear shock absorbers. They are tuned for comfort rather than sporty handling, so bumps and rough surfaces are absorbed with a relaxed feel, though not without some noticeable movement if the roads get really broken up. In terms of safety and control, you get a front disc brake with singly-channel ABS, which is solid for most riding conditions and inspires confidence, especially at higher speeds. The rear brake is typically a drum setup, which does the job but doesn't feel as crisp as a rear disc. For lighting, while the main headlamp might be halogen in many markets, the addition of LED DRLs adds a touch of modernity and visibility. Inside that classic cruiser silhouette, you'll find a digital instrument cluster that gives you all the essential readouts: say speed, trip meter, fuel level and more, though it stays basic compared with some modern bikes that offer smartphone connectivity or navigation. Still, the cluster is clear and functional, fitting the bike's overall cruisy-focused character. Now let's talk pricing, which is one of the Avenger Macron 220's biggest selling points. The exact showroom price for the Avenger Macron 220 cruise in India is around a superscript 11.25 Macron A Macron 1.30 Macron lakh, with narrowed figures commonly seen around the a superscript 11.50 Macron A Macron 1.60 Macron lakh range, depending on city taxes and insurance. That puts it firmly in the value cruiser bracket and makes it one of the most accessible cruiser bikes you can buy. So what sets the 2026 Bajaj Avenger Macron 220 apart? The superscript 1 comfort. First, ergonomics. Riders who want relaxed, longer-haul comfort without fatigue will appreciate its cruiser posture. The superscript 1 classic cruiser look, even with updates, it keeps that iconic low and long silhouette that cruiser enthusiasts love. The superscript 1 fuel efficiency and practicality. Real-world fuel efficiency and a 13A Macron L fuel tank mean fewer stops and longer enjoyment on the road. The superscript 1 value for money. With a starting price that's significantly lower than many cruisers with similar displacement, it's a compelling choice for riders on a budget. Of course, it's not perfect. Some riders note that the braking pack could be better with dual-channel ABS, and while the power is adequate for relaxed cruising and daily use, it's not aimed at those chasing aggressive performance figures. Additionally, the traditional spoked wheels and tubed tires are classic in look but may be less convenient in case of punctures compared with tubeless alternatives. From city commutes to long weekend highway runs, the 2026 Bajaj Avenger Imacron 220 delivers a fun, efficient and iconic cruiser experience, blending classic style with practical everyday usability. If you're in the market for a bike that doesn't ask you to sacrifice comfort or budget for that timeless cruiser feel, this could be one of the best value buys out there. That's it for this detailed breakdown. Hit like if you enjoyed it, comment your thoughts on the Avenger Imacron 220, and don't forget to subscribe to Global Wheel Hub for more bike reviews and riding insights.